In this video, I'll show you how to introduce a delay within a JavaScript for a model driven app. Now, the scenario is like if you want to delay execution of some piece of JavaScript code within your application, you can do that using by introducing some delay within your code. So, I'm going to just demonstrate that. Now, there are some examples. So, I have created a model driven app over here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that piece of code when this particular form is loaded. Okay, so I need some placeholder to load that form. Now I won't write any business logic. I will just show you by using console.log. Now I have this model driven app. I will hook the JS which I write using this event handler, and I have this tab code as a web resource. Okay, so for first thing, I will write a simple JavaScript code. Now the simple JavaScript code is like, I'll just say function, and then I'll call it as demo delay, and I'm not going to pass anything as of now. So this is a simple code, demo delay. Now here I'm going to write some piece of code, say console.log, and I'll call it as January, and I'll copy this, and I'll call this as, say, February, March, and April. So this information I want to show in the console.log, but not immediately. Okay, so once this piece of code runs, so what happens by default, if you write this code, it will run very quickly, and then it will show you all this information. But I don't want all this information to be shown immediately. So think of it, console.log one line item is your one business logic. Okay, now, in order to demonstrate the delay, I will show you how to write that delay first over here. Okay, so writing delay is very simple. You just say set timeout, and you call this function, and then within that you just pass on a function. So I'm just putting some blank function over here. Okay, now this is my code. Set timeout, I'm passing a function and putting a semicolon, and here after this, in the set timeout, I just say, I show this after, say, maybe 4 seconds or 4000 millisecond. I will copy this, say, 3 times, and I'll put some different value. I'll just put 7, I'll put 8. Okay, and then this is the code. So what I want first is, like in this particular piece of code, I want January to be displayed immediately once the form loads. I want February to be displayed after maybe some delay, which is 4 seconds. Then I want March to be displayed after 7 seconds. And then I want April to be displayed after maybe 8 seconds or something. Okay. So let me format this document, and this is how my code will look like. So let's run this. Let me copy this function. So Control C, demo delay, Control C, copy the JS, go to tab code, save. Once it is saved, let me publish and go to the form, paste demo delay, the function name. I don't want to pass any execution context as the first parameter because we are just using a simple JS function console.log. Once this is done, it is published. I will run this model driven app. So go to destination cities. Now this time I need to open the developer tool just to show you the console.log. Uh, Here I'm just showing you info only. Okay. Now if I go into one of the record, then you should see January, and then after some time you should see February, and then after some time you should see March, and then after some time you should see April. And this is how you can introduce that delay. Okay, let me go back into one of the example again. Say Los Angeles. Now here January, Feb, March, and then April. Okay, so if you want to introduce delay within your JS code, yes, make sure that you use this function. Now the time is not exact, so if you say 6 seconds is not exactly a 6 second. Sometimes it is a bit off, so make sure that you introduce a lot of value if you want to have some sort of a gap between the first code execution and the second code execution. This is a useful feature if you want to have some sort of a pause between the execution of your code. One example would be like if you're waiting for some activity from user or some changes from the user in the form, you can go ahead and do that. Or maybe one of the example I thought of is like showing the form notification. So if you don't want to show the form notification all at once, you can show them piece by piece, and then it will start surfacing out those form notification after introduction of some delay like 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use the set timeout functionality to introduce delay within the JavaScript code for a specific model driven app. Thanks for watching.